Now, under caution, Juan Pablo Montoya has crashed and gone aflame.
Holy cow, what happened?
We just got a report that he was complaining about a bad vibration in every gear.
No, Larry, he just slammed
into the jet drive.
I think he slammed into
They're
the
trying
jet
to clear
dryer.
debris off the racetrack, and the car brakes, won't steer, and he slides up the track and into the back of that surplus helicopter jet engine on a trailer used to dry the racetrack.
Mike, I saw sparks coming out from the car as if it had a tire down or something.
And all that spilled jet fuel found something hot to ignite it. And this is a bizarre twist to this Daytona 500.
The 2012 Daytona 500 started off on a historical foot before the green flag even waved, as we saw the forced postponement in Daytona 500 history, sending the race from what was supposed to be Sunday to Monday, but the race wouldn't even end till very early Tuesday morning. Under caution on lap 160, Juan Pablo Montoya was going to catch up with the back of the field, but losing control with his car entering turns 3 and 4, he would slam essentially head-on into the back of a surplus helicopter jet dryer pickup truck that was being used to dry the surface of the racetrack. Fortunately, Juan Pablo Montoya and everyone else involved was okay, but the truck would catch on fire due to the fuel that was spilling onto the track. Due to the severity of the crash and the big burning fire, many people thought that the race was not going to restart. So with that, under the red flag, it was Tommy Boardman Racing's Dave Blaney who held the lead. Dave Blaney, who through almost 400 career starts, has not won a single race. In fact, all of the top 4 drivers have not won in a combined 700 plus career starts. This was being set up to be one of the most memorable and historic finishes in Daytona 500 history, and these drivers were more than 30 laps away from taking the white flag.
Tommy Baldwin, who owns Dave Blaney's car, is a contrary. Whatever everybody else does, he's going to do something different. In 2002, in the 500, he short-pitted Ward Burton, stopped before he needed fuel and tires. When the checkered flag waved, there was his driver in victory lane. Can he and Ryan Pemberton and Dave Blaney do it again?
This place has become almost notorious for people winning a race that have never won a race before. I mean, we've had 2 already this week in the Truck Series and in the Nationwide Cars on Saturday, and here we are with 4 guys at the front of the field that have never won a race. We may be setting up for something really special here tonight.
I am up here with Tommy Baldwin, owner that the 36 car leading the race right now.
And it's been a long week, a lot of issues, a lot of wrecks, a lot of stuff. But you know, I just told Roger Penske, I said, you know, we've lost a lot of races, but I'm sure I didn't win one ever like this. I'm trying to stay out of trouble, and we decided at the last minute to stay out, try to lead a lap for a point, and stay out till 1 to go, and then come in top off, so we're good for our green-white checkers. And unfortunately, something happened to Juan's car there in turn 3, but we'll see what happens.
Of course, Dave Blaney wondering that same thing. How's this for how our world has changed? Dave Blaney not on Twitter, the team joking he needs to get on it. Well, he might need to get on it after this race. He is now trending worldwide. Dave Blaney, the 5th highest Twitter topic as we speak.
Dave Blaney was currently in the middle of his start 398, completing a previous 397 races. He has not won once. A best finish of 3rd place multiple times has given him something that he wants oh so much, the desire to win. And now here he is in a prime spot, leading the Daytona 500, fire on the racetrack in front of him. Landon Castle is fairly new to the sport still, only having 48 races under his belt and joining the newly formed BK Racing Toyota team. Tony Raines came into the spotlight kinda late when it comes to the 2012 season, just before the 500. Overall, a career NASCAR part-time driver. He got the opportunity to drive the number 26 Ford. Started in 41st place. He has been able to drive it up to 3rd place currently under the red flag. David Gilliland, at this point considered a veteran of the sport and is also excellent at superspeedway tracks, he could be on pace for another top 5 finish. Between those 4 drivers, a total of 32 years of experience would lie between them, along with 793 races, all of which would not run. Someone, some team, is set to make history if that red flag is to stay out and the race was to end. The red flag would not stay out forever though, as the race would resume, contrary to many thoughts of the people at the track. The top 4 drivers would pit under caution. Matt Kenseth and the number 17 Welsh Ford would lead the team to green.
Kenseth, Biffle pull a car length on Junior and Harvick.
That's 2 fast Fords in that outside lane, and Dale Jr.'s got a fast car down on
The final 30 laps of this race was absolute mayhem, multiple crashes leading to multiple cautions. Matt Kenseth though would remain strong, holding off his teammate Greg Biffle and the mighty powerful Dale Earnhardt Jr. along with other drivers. Matt Kenseth would take the white flag in NASCAR overtime.
We've seen where the timing of where you do it is so critical.
those 2 cars, the 16 and the 88, should be able to get by, but Kenseth, if Biffle elects to take the chance.
Ford Chevrolet off the final corner. Matt Kenseth trying to win it for the 2nd time. Here comes Junior to the outside. Side by side with Kenseth. He runs out of time. Matt Kenseth wins the Daytona 500.
Matt Kenseth would win the 2012 Daytona 500 in overtime. It would be the 2nd 500 win in his NASCAR career. Dave Blaney would bring his Tommy Baldwin Racing number 36 home for a top 15th place finish, finishing in 15th. Tony Raines started in 44th place, stayed out of all the trouble he faced, and came home with the top 20 finish in 19th place. Landon Castle and BK Racing had a true debut race to remember. Castle would bring home the number 83 to a 22nd place finish, running as high as 2nd place when that red flag came out. It is a true wonder of what could have been if Landon Castle and BK Racing finished inside the top 5. Truly, it would have changed the course of BK Racing's 2012 season, bringing in new and early funding along with possible big sponsorship opportunities. David Gilliland would finish in 23rd place, right behind Castle. But unlike Castle, Gilliland would be marked 1 lap down. On lap 201 out of 202 laps, starting 33rd, he would end up being in the middle of Front Row Motorsport car to finish, as teammate Tony Raines finished 19th place. David Gilliland in the middle at 23rd, with teammate David Wagon finishing 43rd in that last place position.